What's good with them people he don't talk about, man? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. How is y'all doing on this Fingering Folks Friday, man? You say, what are you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee ha ha. He don't talk about, man. My big partner, baby, the wise man. He don't talk about Ken in the pen, man. You know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You can go and get you one off of 76 MacArthur. They sold out. They'll be back though. Giants Liquor is where I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about, man? They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you missed it, you know what I'm talking about? You can come get them from me. Yeah, you come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? You come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, you know what I'm talking about? You can go and get you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy a hardback. Funkadelic trying in stores now. Make sure you go to Amazon, copy a hardback. Stick Up 2 coming soon. Funkadelic trying 2 coming real soon. You know what I'm talking about, man? Uh-oh, what's that swing that finger, young man? Is you talking about this one right here? That's the one, man. Come on with it, bro. Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Incorporated, man. Come on. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, what does that mean? And I'm gonna continuously tell you, it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about, man? And Dougal Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rude. Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player comes next, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, mama says, and mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV. Even if they got a hole in them. You know what I'm talking about, man? Coffee Chronicles. Class roast piping hot. You know, hot. Man, now good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug usage. Good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? Nah. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip. I mean, not a sip. Other sippers. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. People, you know what I'm talking about? He don't talking about don't. He don't talking about promote. He don't talking about no negativity. No, no, man. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking, bruh. Man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't prejudiced, man. No, man, no. Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the sex is different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the little people. No, man. No, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. They was talking to me, you know what I'm talking about? I just loves me some everybody, you know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest, you know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace, you know what I'm talking about? That joy, you know what I'm talking about? And that love, you know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out, man. Psst, psst. Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, how is y'all doing on this Fingering Folks Friday, man? You know what I'm talking about? Bro, what are you talking about? Oh, we gonna get into it, you know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people? How is you doing this morning? You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who say a prayer before they steal. Now, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I see. You know what I'm talking about, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? You know, say, bro, what did you talk about this morning? Fingering Folks Friday, man. And you say, bro, what are you talking about? Look, I'm gonna tell you what prompted this one. Motherfucker called me this morning, right? We was having a conversation, right? And somehow, man, people, we gotta stop this shit, man. Or we don't have to. You know what I'm talking about? You can keep on doing what the fuck you want to do, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's a good thing about life. You know what I'm talking about? It's yours. You know what I'm talking about? You can do what the fuck you want to do with it, man. But motherfucker called me, right? In conversation, however it went, man. A motherfucker said some shit like this. Man, motherfucker only get $900,000. Say what, bro? So we ain't got to the point, bro, to where you don't think $900,000. I mean, that ain't no money that you could live off of. Like on the big scale of things, that's not no money. You get what I'm saying? But what could you do with $900,000 right now? You get what I'm saying? And they done got us to the point to where we just fingering folks. You know what I'm talking about? Telling them what the fuck they can do. You know what I'm talking about? Now we ain't never touched $900,000 in our life. You know what I'm talking about? But we could tell another motherfucker that ain't no money. The behaviors they would slide in on us, folks. You say, bro, what are you talking about? Just all that fingering folks, man. That shit fall up under a bunch of jurisdiction. You know what I'm talking about? But in today's society, us as the people, we good for pointing that goddamn finger. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, ooh, man, ooh, lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? Coffee Chronicles, man. We good for pointing that finger. And now we so drastic with it. We'll point that finger until you be fingered by the police. You know what I'm talking about? We'll keep pointing that finger at you until the police finger you. You know what I'm talking about? You ever been fingered by the police? You know what I'm talking about? You know what that means, fingered? You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker pointing at you. And this shit just crazy, folks. Fingering folks, man. These people got us outside our spirit, man, in a real way. They just do, man. And this is what I be saying a lot of times. They say, bro, you always talk about the same shit. Man, I don't know what to tell you, man. Don't listen. You know what I'm talking about? Go listen to them other niggas talking about the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is a little bit off subject, right? But just like I had to tell a nigga last night, in the days of this shit right here, bro, this should be the easiest time in the world to be original. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody else just mimicking everybody else. This is the easiest time in the world to be original. See, they say original don't stand out. All right. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm talking about? With all that fingering folks, we just need to cut that shit out in the community. You know what I'm talking about? We need to come up. We need to stop. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, we need to stop it. You know what I'm talking about? Coming up here telling another motherfucker what they should have did, man. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen a motherfucker, because we had a conversation a few weeks ago, you know what I'm talking about, way back, and the motherfucker was talking about what another motherfucker should have did in the community. Look, if you one of the motherfuckers that's trying to help the community or whatever you saying, you know what I'm talking about, you don't need nobody else to do that, folks. You can go do that shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we got that bad, bro. We just do, bro. You ever see a motherfucker sit around and look at a rich motherfucker, then try to tell or tell you what the rich motherfucker should do? Or just because this nigga rich, he needs to give $4-5 million to build a hospital or build some homeless shelters or some shit like that. Man, let me tell y'all a little secret. I've been around a lot of motherfuckers, been one myself, you know what I'm talking about? When I say I've been around a lot of motherfuckers, I'll be talking about me most of the time, you know what I'm talking about? But I've been around a lot of motherfuckers other than me, you know what I'm talking about? That done had a pretty penny before, right? And I ain't never seen that motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? They gave back in their own way. See, let me tell you, this is a little bit off subject too, on Fingering Folks Friday. Because we got a weird way of giving back in the ghetto, you know what I'm talking about? We'll give you a jug. You know what I'm talking about? We just got a weird way of giving back in the ghetto. You know what I'm talking about? In the urban community, we just got a weird way of giving back, but we do be giving back. You know what I'm talking about? But back to that Fingering Folks Friday, man. If you motherfuckers don't cut it out and knock it off, you know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, ooh, man, ooh, lady, you know what I'm talking about? And you ain't gonna listen to me. You know what I'm talking about? Let me point my finger, man. All that hypothetical ass conversations, bro, was gonna lead you to nowhere. Sitting around coming up with plans for other people money is where it's gonna lead you nowhere, bro. It just is, bro. Whatever them people do with the fuck they money, unless they finna give some of that shit to you, it's not gonna do anything for you. It's not gonna change your life in any which way. You know what I'm talking about? But they got us back to this grade school shit again. It's like we sit around and we just imagine us being on the scene, or I don't know. I don't get it, bro. But when it has took a drastic turn, bro. When us as regular people could sit up here and tell millionaires what the fuck they should do with their money, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shit don't make no sense. It just don't. The other half of that fingering folks. See, that was just the first half. There's 3 parts to this. You know what I'm talking about? First part is, come on, bruh. We just need to go put more effort in to our motherfucking self, bruh, than sitting around imagining what we could do with somebody else's money. Because from where I'm at, bruh, I have seen that shit right there just ruin a lot of friendships. Because I told you, money just fell out the air. And when money fell out the air, bruh, everybody felt some kind of way about it. You know what I'm talking about? You either touched it or you didn't. If you touched it, salute. If you didn't, salute. But it was like the motherfuckers who didn't get their turn was kind of mad at the motherfuckers who did. You get what I'm saying? It'd be like we just be putting way too much thought in the shit that ain't gonna help us, bruh. You shouldn't sit around there, bruh. They go that guilt too. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to acting like a nigga owe you something. That's the bottom line, bruh. Don't nobody owe you nothing. You get what I'm saying? Just don't nobody owe you nothing, folks. So you should act accordingly to that. You shouldn't always be around telling another motherfucker. First thing you should do, bruh, is try to get some money yourself. That's the first thing you should try to do. And then you have the option to do what the fuck you want to do with your money, bruh. But we done got way too bold sitting up here telling other people what the fuck they should do. You know what I'm talking about? With something they have earned. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, we just need to cut that shit out. Second part of that fingering, folks. It's gonna be real short right here. The second part of that fingering, folks, bro. Remember how I was telling y'all we always starting conversations now that don't need to be started. Nephew says, "Oh man, oh lady." Let me give you a little secret, bro. Sometimes when you be fighting, you be up under criminal charges and shit, bro. It ain't good. That shit just don't be good. That shit don't help your case, folks. When everybody get the fingering you and shit, talking about your allegations and all that, because it's always alleged. We don't know nothing, but we always come allegedly. You know what I'm talking about? Allegedly, bro. We ain't even gotta talk about this shit about what I did. You know what I'm talking about? But we good for fingering folks like that. You know what I'm talking about? And we good for putting somebody's case on the forefront when we ain't they crime. It ain't like we got the right to put their case up there because it's our case too. You know what I'm talking about? No, it ain't that. It's just we been scoured somewhere and found that somebody's, you know what I'm talking about, what they facing, and then we throw that shit up here to the forefront, bro. If you ever had to fight a case, bro, a lot of that sometimes, bro, that shit don't be good. You know what I'm talking about? It just don't. That shit don't help you. I mean, I know it's good for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody else can look at the case you fighting, but the case you fighting, bro, that shit don't help. And a lot of speculation shit, bro, we really be hindering our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm talking about? But if you ain't never had to be on trial or fight a case or been accused of something drastic yourself, you know what I'm talking about, that you didn't do, you get what I'm saying? Until you face some shit like that, bro, you're not going to understand it. You're not. You feel me? You're just not going to understand it. But we need to stop fingering people like that too, bro. We just need to stop pointing at everybody, bringing they motherfucking, what the fuck they going through, their life, you know what I'm talking about, for our entertainment. And that's fucked up. And nobody is ever going to understand it until they do you like that. You get what I'm saying? I've been done like that damn near, or they tried to do me like that. Let me take that back. You know what I'm talking about, my whole life, man. I done always ran into some controversy. I done been embarrassed, you know what I'm talking about? I done lost fights, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch done blew the whole bill for, you know what I'm talking about? And I had to come back and deal with all that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still here just rocking, bro. You get what I'm saying? But when a motherfucker finger your business, bro, and everybody just running around talking about you, you can do two things, bro. You can go on about your motherfucking business, or you can sit around and worry what everybody talk about. Guess which one I did? You don't know my coffee chronicles. But that second part right there, and the finger in the folks Friday, now that's one right there, man. I wish like we could lay up off of just a little. I wish we could lay up off all this shit, bro. But that one right there, it be fucking people up, folks. By the time a nigga get to court, bruh, he be guilty, bruh. Y'all just don't get that, blood. By the time a nigga get to court, he guilty, bruh. Cause let me tell you the way to shout out Tata once again, said away a little bit. But this how he gonna get back, bruh, cause this is the shit the dirty games people play. And I done told y'all this before. Told you when my man went to trial. Now, before you go to trial, bro, they got a few days or whatever. The DA gonna give you everything that they got on you, and your lawyer get a DA. You know what I mean? They gonna switch everything that you so you can prepare to fight for it. You get what I'm saying? They gonna give you every angle they coming from, bro. So when you get up in there, you know what to look out for or whatever. If you read your shit, you get what I'm saying? So when he got up in there, bro, they just came up with some evidence that wouldn't, I don't know if it's suppressed or however you say that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because I don't use police terminology. I told y'all the only time that the way y'all be talking now, bro, the last time I heard somebody talking like that was the DA. You know what I'm talking about? But they didn't give his side these pictures, bro. So when he went to court, guess what they did? Now, they had some pictures that everybody had went over, but they had about 8 of them that ain't never been seen before. But they put all the motherfuckers on one big ass projector, you know what I mean, and showed them. His lawyer's like, hold on, man, we ain't had these, but they showed the thing, you know what I'm talking about? So the jury then looked at the pictures, bro, that ain't supposed to be shown. Then they say some shit like this. Striker, well, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't pay no attention to that. How can you tell somebody not to pay attention to something they already seen, bro? And that's just how we kind of be doing with this information, bro. You know what I'm talking about? All that speculation and shit. That's what it does, bro. It puts a vision in your head. You get what I'm saying? So by the time motherfucker get to court, man, guess what they did, bro? Now, they ain't supposed to use that evidence, but they seen it, bro. It was a picture. You know what I'm talking about? Now, they already saying they done did something. Now, they got a picture of a motherfucker over there all stretched and, you know what I'm talking about, Willie lumped it and all that old shit, bro. Now, when the people see that, bro, and this is what they accusing you of doing, you mean to tell me he did that? You get what I'm saying? No, he didn't. But they'll play games with you like that, man. They'll put shit in front of your face, bro, and that's what we doing. You get what I'm saying? We be putting shit in front of people, man, it's just bad. The third part, you know, I'm talking about of the finger in the folks Friday, it goes like this, man. It seemed like today as people, we have joined a team like the Avengers. You know what I'm talking about? And our mission. It ain't to fight crime, no. It ain't to help the community, no. It's to ride around here and identify what everybody else is. There go Pookie and Ray Ray. Oh shit, y'all see that narcissist? Look at that single mama over there. Look at the deadbeat dad. There go Pookie and Ray Ray again. You know what I'm talking about? So the third part is fingering folks Friday is gonna be a short one too, man. But we most definitely need to cut that shit out, bro. And they ain't got us so much in the habit of that. That's what we living to do now. It's like a game. We got to find out, are you the Pookie and Ray Ray? Are you the single mama? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that's the bitch that's for the streets. You know what I'm talking about? And they got us caught up in all this shit. And once again, you know what I'm talking about? No matter who you identify, you know what I'm talking about? You got to identify you. What are you? You know what I'm talking about? Where do you fit amongst that shit that you trying to point out? You get what I'm saying? Where do you fit in that? What are you? You get what I'm saying? Because no matter how much you point at somebody and identify somebody else, what somebody else is, bro, it has nothing to do with you. You get what I'm saying? And from my experience, when you come around motherfuckers that's trying to point at everybody and what everybody else is, bro, it's to hide, it's to keep people off of whatever the fuck they are. But nowadays, they just got us going around fucking with people. Like the Ghostbusters. I told you, we on the Avengers team. You know what I'm talking about? To go find the bitch for the streets, the single mamas, the Pookie and Ray Rays, the narcissists. You know what I'm talking about? All the deception, the deceit, the 5-finger discount. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit like that right there, man. Fingering folks Friday it is, man. And it just needs to stop. We need to quit, bruh. We need to get back to a little bit of privacy and just minding your own business and handling your own business and meeting up at the end, man, having a ball. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what happened to that. I just don't. Cause this shit that's running around now, bruh. This shit just fucked up. Look how everybody talk to everybody now, bruh. That's not no good thing either, gentlemen. Another segue. How are you coming around now, motherfucker, talking about, oh, bitch ass nigga, but, bruh, niggas don't play like that, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know how y'all how did y'all pick up a habit of you greet your nigga with disrespect, bruh? I don't know where that shit come from, bruh. That shit'll get you fired on. You know what I'm talking about? Fired on. You know what I'm talking about? For real, bruh. Watch your mouth, folks. That shit don't make no sense. You don't know what the fuck you greeted your partner for. Talking about, bitch ass nigga, well, bro, that shit don't make no sense, bro. So you mean to tell me these people done taught you how to greet your folks with disrespect? And y'all accepted that shit, bro? That shit'll get you fired on, folks. Cut that shit off, bro. Ain't nothing cool about that shit. That shit's silly, bro. So now you don't greet your nigga with love no more. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Oh, that. Nah, bro. Nah. But this fingering folks Friday, man. Identify what the fuck you is. Remember what grandma used to say? Every time you point a finger at somebody, you're pointing three at yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Only you can prevent forest fires. It was all right there, baby. You already been nothing else. Always remember, you know what I'm talking about? Don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.